bless America.
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Still not cheating.
Disagree.
You should get that.
Let's go! My phaser! Hello and welcome to Nickel City X-Wing. My name is Greg and we have got two big matches for you tonight. The first of which is an XvT match between your own Velvet Buddha and a newcomer to our stream, Wookie, whose name is actually Jason. I'm going to call him Wookie though. We watch Boba Fett go be playing. This is classic matchup, Scum v Empire. Betting is open. I did a Windows update before stream, stupidly, and that completely reset all my sound settings. So hopefully nothing's messed up. I'm hoping I fixed it. We'll see. Dials being set. We got a lot of shatter shot, a lot of trick shot on the Empire side. Buddha was lamenting the lack of bringing seismics instead of proxies here. This is a chance engagement. Boba has a pretty good combo here. For some reason, Fenrau didn't show up on Boba's. Vizier will coordinate. Mystic, what's up? Okay, so the combo here with Fenrau and Han Gunner. You can boost into range 1, take that Han Solo focus, and then remove the stress you get from the Han Solo focus with Fenrau. It's a really nice combo that Andrew has come across here. I feel like even though Rook's ability is super good, people forget it kind of a lot. So I'm just going to barrel roll and try and set up that trick shatter shot here. Gen Red at I4, so initiative is going to be pretty important here for Gen Red to be able to take tokens from Seventh Sister. Hey guys, I will be right back. Someone is at my door. I won't let him cheat. Or will I? He is a Buffalo guy, so I don't know, Andrew. Okay, here we go. So no combat. Turn 1, we're going to head to turn 2. Turn 2 is where points can start being scored on the objectives. We do have 2 big games for you tonight. The next game is an NCX Draft League game between Lou and Fly and Mighty. If NJO wins, they take the series. That would be a week 2 victory for them. CFIS doesn't want to go down 0-2 this early, so they're going to fight like hell. Biddy Bumbo makes a good point. In fact, so good, we're going to put it on screen. Maybe, there it is. Pretty consequence-free for the Rook strain, with only Vizier firing afterwards. Absolutely correct. I'm not sure Seven Sister wants all this smoke, though. So I'm wondering if maybe she one hard's left. Barrel rolls. Gets out of it. I don't think you really want to trade Seven Sister for one good shot when you've got Gen Red with Pro Torps, Rook Cass who can hit like a truck with Notorious, and even Boba Fett coming in. I think Andrew's done well here. Andrew is Buddha. I think he's done really well here to make it so that these Jingoists are going to have to spend a couple turns getting into this fight, turn in. Vizier's headed in the completely wrong direction. We'll have to probably maybe do a 1 bank and then 1 sloop, turn around, get faced the right direction. So you get like an engagement where you're not getting with all of those people at the same time. Smart by Buddha. If Buddha's able to focus fire and maybe get a kill before he has to engage, 4v3 sounds a lot better to me than 5v3. See. Bets right now 2 for Scum, 1 for Empire. I kind of thought Empire would be the favorites here, to be honest. They've been so efficient lately. The road roll for turn 2, and it does go to Buddha, and he hates that because that means Seven Sister gets to move after Genesis Red. Vizier ailerons forward, and we'll get a coordinate with his ability. Give Seven Sister a focus. Now that might actually play into Gen Red's hands. Wow, okay, Vizier clears. That's a crazy move there. The 3 bank actually goes through. One bank from rook. See, I think I would have gone faster there if I was rook. IG 88D will give the 2 calculates. Does he also have Lando on that rook? Sure doesn't, but it's nice. A 5 straight for Genred. Ooh, do you want to take... I think you probably want a defensive token here. Trying to debate whether that's actually range 3 to get the lock and take the focus. So just going to go ahead and evade. I think that's probably pretty smart here. Let's see what these jingoists are doing. 4 forward. Focus. 4 forward. Focus. And they've decided to take the long way around. And I don't know how long it's going to be until they get in the battle. There is the 1 hard from Seven Sister. This is a... .312 Squadron saying, let's go frickin' Team CFIS. This is not, again, this is not an NCX Elite match. This is indeed a XvT match. Next match is CFIS. So maybe he's just like getting in there early, you know? Boba, gonna boost. X-Wing Virtual Tournament. That is correct. I think this is run by Tommy Adams. Is that wrong? Am I wrong? Does Mega Silver run this? Vader. And you know what this is going to do? I think this is going to score an early 2 points for the Empire here. AMG is playing Trench Run in about 40 minutes, at which point I expect my viewer count to go to nothing, and we'll just talk amongst ourselves while the games are played. Lou says, DM me when it's over. Can do. Can do. Bacon cheese. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm trying to talk to people who can't hear. I too ordered food because I hadn't ate today because I didn't sleep. And then I was up early and it was just bad. And it appears there's no sauce on this, which is a choice. So 2 points at the end of turn 2. We go into turn 3. The Empire with a 2-0 lead. I'm again going to get some barbecue sauce. Boom baka, boom baka. All right, everybody. So what do we think happens here? Get your bets in before engagement happens. What do we think goes down? Is Seven Sister turning in? Is this like a one bank from Seven Sister to get that shatter trick shot? Do you care if she shoots that rook? And Buddha wins that road roll once again. That is correct. It's a boost action, yes. Aileron boost. We'll coordinate. Just give an evade to the Jingoist. Don't think it matters much. Moves. I think this kind of signals that the Jingoists are turning in through this alley here. Rook cast now. Sounds like Rook stops thinking about a contraband. Biddy, I agree with you. That's good insight. He needs to get a ship in the middle. You can't just give 2 free points. I'm not sure I love the stop there because it doesn't give room for Boba Fett. Too hard for Gen Red. And gonna take a lock into Seven Sister.
Look at the size of that thing.
Ooh, has Vader, but... Yeah, gonna take it into Vader. Jingoist, 3 hard. Don't like a stop there if you want rotating. I agree. I don't like the stop because of what it does to Boba. 3 hard here. So it looks like the Jingoist will get in the battle next turn. Innkeeper, welcome. Psych, how's it going? A lot of new stuff today from AMG. Some of it exciting, some of it worries me. Some I'm just like, feels like unforced errors, unless there's a system attack thing now, that defender in the system phase, it's weird. But Seven Sister, the 1 hard. Seven Sisters gonna take a target lock. All right. Never mind. Focus. Already has a target lock. Boba, the 1 hard. Is there room to boost? I don't think so, but worth a shot unless you want to boost to the left. All right, yeah, boost left. All right, here comes Vader. Klumaro, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you joining us. Vader has a ton of abilities right now. Gen Red might actually be in a little bit of trouble. But if Gen Red can survive the Vader shot, that would be very beneficial. Vader did do a 3, so a boost is available via Afterburners. And I think if I'm Vader, I'm taking that boost and I'm going in towards Boba Fett. Don't want to take the torpedo. You'd still be at range 2 of Fett. You'd still get multiple actions. Gonna put this on Gen Red. So the Empire looking to eliminate Gen Red. And that might also score points. Vader will, of course, spend the Force for the focus. And spend one more Force. And take the barrel roll to get out of a shot from Boba Fett. Some good moves here from Vader. Although I do hate stressing him or force starving him so early. Start of engagement. Gonna Han Solo a red focus. Alright, Vader, first shot. Gonna close bets. 3-3 are the bets. Three v 3 here. Vader. A good roll, FCS. And that'll go for a hit and 2 crits into Gen Red. And Gen Red's taking it. Elusive. Okay, only 2. So 2 crits into Gen Red. And let's see what this first crit is. Hopefully it's not a blinded. It is a wounded. Kleiner, Fellers, 1976. Thank you for the follow. Boba Fett has no shot. Unfortunate. Genesis at 4. You're probably only getting the 1 turn, right? You gotta throw that. Proton Torp now. Vader is still focused. And you're only single modded here. First roll would be so good with a focus. Gonna spend it on 3. And that is only gonna go for 2. All paint, but just don't have the mods. Vader is just going to take a shield. Feels bad, but what can you do? Seven Sister now going to go for an early kill on Gen Red. 3v2 target lock focus. Natties. Yo. And down goes Gen Red. That is 4 early points, and I think that probably takes any points consideration from the objective away as well. Rook. 7 green dice and only 1 evade on Gen Red. Yep, some bad evades there. But also a really bad spot for Gen Red. And that's what's so hard about dice, right? It's like, if you put yourself to rely on green dice, you're putting yourself in a position where that sucks. But it also sucks that you didn't get anywhere near the average result. Taking a strain with the ability. So pilot ability's on. That'll turn into 3 hits. 7 Sister. Looking for paint. Finds it all. Vizier has no shot. And we'll see the range 2 bubble. Did Fett just clip it? No. So that's 2 more points to the Empire. And that means this is an 8. So 8-0 for the Empire early on as we head into turn 4. And, I mean, listen, if there was one ship, right, that you had to choose that had the ability to do this, it's Boba Fett. So I don't count anything out yet, but this seems like a long road to go for Andrew here. Warning point. Boba basically soloed Wookiee's list when we played. So yeah. I mean, you were hoping to do more than 1 shield to Vader with Gen Red, but you still have Boba Fett. And the good news for Boba Fett is straight is not an option for these TIE fighters. Right? If it is, they're putting themselves in considerable risk. So Boba's in a good spot. Rook, I actually think, is in a good spot as well. Rook, I think, can just 1 or 2 forward. Feel pretty confident about it. Can you 3 forward? No. I think you probably only 1 forward with Rook here. Boba trying to finish Vader before AMG does. I don't think AMG's taking Vader. Vader's always going to be there. They seem like almost like hyper focused on the main characters. I'm gonna eat this sandwich real fast. I feel like they all but confirmed that Tycho's coming back. I wonder what his ability will be in 2.0. So it's a failed aileron from Vizier. The one straight. Vizier not in a great spot now. Uh, 1.0 ships aren't going to make it. I think the TIE Punisher probably doesn't make it. I don't think the Aggressor makes it. I don't think K-Wings make it. Rook? Kind of setting up for the future, but I'm not a huge fan. Hopefully you can still get a shot. Jingoist, 2 banks to the right. Focus. 2 bank to the right. Focus. Lancer. I would hope the Lancer makes it, but it's a prime candidate not to. But it was in Rebels, so I think that gives it a heads up. If that is in Arc, I don't think it is. So I've noticed the arc kind of runs on the inside of the line a little bit. So I think this is probably going to be out of arc. And Seven Sisters going to risk it and just take the lock. I think coming to the same conclusion I have, that is out of arc. Boba 1 banks, and you got to think this is a boost here. Boba boost. Quad Jumper, again, was in the movie, so I think eventually we get it. I think if it's appeared in media, then it's going to eventually be in. They did say the Alpha class Star Wing is coming. I think that was just a meme, or not meme, like a meme ship. Not meme, a meme. Red focus for Boba. Yeah, fan fave, Star Wing, so. I think eventually we get the Star Viper as well. Vader shoots at Boba, gets nothing. Boba natties, disrespectfully. Boba has a range 1 to the Jingoist. It is obstructed, but still range 1. That means 2 rerolls. Gonna spend 1 of those rerolls. Oh, so close. 3 hits. Jingoist looking for paint. Gets 2. So that's going to be a damage into yellow. Yeah, Chemo is definitely out. Miscalculated, thank you for the follow. Primary into Rook here for 7th. A fire control system charge for 1 reroll. Do you spend? Yes. 2 4s for 3 hits. Rook. 2 evades. It's going to be a shield on Rook. Looks for Notorious, but 7th isn't in Arc. Unfortunate. No shots for Rook, unfortunately. One point to each there. Entering turn 5, it is now 9-1 in favor of the Empire. But here is the good news. Vizier in a really bad spot. Almost to the point where you kind of have to one-heart him to just avoid hitting the rock. These TIE fighters, not in a great spot because Boba has proxies. Seventh and not a great spot. Vader, you also have to be careful. You should be able to bank Vader and be okay, but you have to be careful here. This could be the turn of dreams for Buddha. If he predicts it right. If I rework Dash, how would I make him? See, I honestly don't have a problem with Dash because he's always been so expensive that I thought it was kind of fair. And I also think that now that you can't fire while on obstacles, Dash's ability is less good. Like, it's not as powerful. I honestly don't know if he needs all that much reworking, or any, to be honest. Because he could run over an obstacle, but then he wouldn't be able to shoot ever. Before, Dash would never take rocks, because that's what would happen. He couldn't shoot on rocks. But now, since it's all of those, Handsome Will Hagwood, what is up? Hope you're having a good day. I tell you what I would do for Tycho, though. So, if you guys remember, in the X-Wing novels, the Michael Stackpole X-Wing novels, it said that Tycho was at Endor and he flew an A-Wing that diverted ties away from the Falcon and Wedge. So, I would love an ability on Tycho in 2.0. I know his 1.0 ability was kind of weird, like just infinite stress or something. I don't remember, but I didn't fuck with Nam, you know what I mean? But like his 2.0 ability, I think it would be really neat if maybe he could turn a blank into a focus on defense every time he defended. But if he's in the firing arc, you have to shoot at him. So if Tycho is in the firing arc of the ship, like the ship chooses the weapon, chooses the arc, right? So if it's a torpedo, you know, it doesn't have to shoot range 1, kind of like ATP. Basically, ATP, automated target priority, but that target priority is always Tycho. So you can use Tycho to kite shots. I think that would be really fucking cool. And open the game up to some real awesome strategy. And it fits the flavor of Tycho's in-universe accomplishments. I'm not saying I'm the greatest at this, but I'm just saying I'm pretty good. One proxy drop here from Bobo. We knew it was going to happen. X-Wing spoilers equal good day. Yeah, I agree. If Tycho's in the arc, change blank to focus for the defender. like Ayla, but better. That's not bad. That's kind of along the same vibes. I do like the ability. So my thoughts on Tycho were, in my extensive MMORPG experience, Rook doing the stop and 180 rotate. In my MMORPG experience, there's a thing called taunt that the tanks would use to get the attention of whatever you're fighting, so it's not hitting your squishier people. I just really like that concept. Yellow flips contraband and does a 4K. I still think this is a really, really good prox mine, denying a whole lot of area. Pulling aggro used to do it with the yeah, exactly. Pulling the aggro is really, it's like a well-known mechanic in MMORPGs, and I would really like to see that in the game. Seven Sis are gonna do a 2 Talon roll, and that is unfortunate positioning for her. Don't love that for Seven Sister. Let's see what Boba did here. Boba flips contraband and is going to Talon roll. I imagine boost. So Buddha, if he takes the Han Solo focus, it's going to end up triple stressed, but then with Fen Rao can end up double stressed. Vader in a bad spot. Is this the turn? It's a strain. And we'll have to roll for an ion. That's an ion. Now remember, Vader won't gain the full effect of the cloud again unless it lands on it again. I think the one forward and the one bank both land on it again, but the one bank left probably clears. One left will be close. Start of engagement, moves the stress, and will perform the red Han Solo action on contraband. Vader, no shots. So it goes to Boba, who should get 2 rerolls here. Has Vader range 1. This is a bangarooski if there ever was one. 2 rerolls. That is a crit and a blank. 2 hits, 1 crit into a strained Vader. Spends a force. So that is going to be hit crit into Vader. You're into the hull. That is half points for Buddha. That's a disabled power regulator. Vader is already engaged. So Vader's going to be ionized next turn no matter what. Unreal. Seven Sister. Range 3 to Boba. Boba will get 3 dice. 2 rerolls. Oh, you're right. Once you do an ion maneuver, it clears the crit. Seven Sister is not going to spend the force. So, it's essentially a blank crit. After you execute an ion maneuver, repair this card. Yeah. Boba, instead of taking the strain, chooses to remove the focus. So 3v2. Boba does have 2 rerolls, no mods otherwise. 1 crit. And the other has a range 3 obstructed shot. So this is 2v4. Again, Boba, 2 rerolls. 2 hits this time, though. Boba gets 6 dice of this to get 2. And gets it off the bat. And now Rook cast. Range uno. There's a strain, so 1 guaranteed hit. And that'll go for 3 into 7th. Three natural evades for 7th sister. Unreal. Vizier 3v2. Palpatine is still available. And that's natties. Rerolls for Boba here. Gets 1. That's 2 shields down. For 3 shots, that's not the worst. And then 1 point for both. This should be a 10-5 game as we enter round 6. I don't know where Vizier can go that doesn't bump red or go over a cloud or the debris there. So Vizier to me is in a bit of a pickle. Can turn 7 left or has to go right. If you turn 7th left, you have to kind of barrel roll, right? Can you barrel roll right? Probably. You would think. I'd just be worried about letting Rook get another banger on you. Where do you go with Boba is the question, really. I mean, this is what Buddha had to do, though, right? Had to get Boba in the mix. Had to get Boba doing damage. Yeah, Vader's in an awful spot. If that bank left doesn't clear the cloud, I think it does. I really think the bank left clears the cloud. But if it doesn't, yikes. Boba should fly past, set up the procs on Vader. I think Boba's going to do everything Boba can. But remember, if Boba lands on the cloud, Boba can't shoot. Boba probably also doesn't want to take like 4 or 5 bangers here. The thing is, there's nowhere Vizier goes that doesn't clog up Boba's maneuvers here. And moving at I-5 might actually turn out to be a detriment for Boba this turn. Can't just 3 straight. You could 3 straight. I just don't think that's all it's cracked up to be. Looks like we're ready to go to turn 6. If you 3 straight, I think you take the cloud. Like, it definitely overlaps the front there, so might not be the worst thing. I mean, taking 1 ion token, not that big of a deal. Here's the road roll. And that goes back to Buddha. There's no overlap anymore, so not a big deal. Uh, if you're following tournament rules, it'd be a 2 white forward. Vizier's gonna end up doing a 2 white. And end up doing a 2 white forward, dialed in on a legal maneuver. Stayed stressed. And we'll have to roll for damage. Takes 1. Rook 2 bank clears. Should be able to lower the wings. We'll double calc. Red will contraband 4K. It does go through the cloud.
Look at the size of that thing.
Takes a strain. We'll have to roll for an ion. Does get ionized. Still can focus. You're only allowed to focus. Rook is super thick wedge. It's so big. Yellow. Yellow will focus as well. Seventh sister. Not in any arc. I think you probably have to barrel roll right. And you can combo that into a focus. And that might set up a nice trick shatter shot on Boba Fett. And this is why Boba Fett's in such a precarious spot right now. Because every ship is pointed at him. Cold hard facts, how's it going? There's the barrel roll. And we'll add the red focus. Boba Fett 3 forward. Doesn't get ionized, but also isn't getting a shot. Darth Vader. Try the boost to the left, or the ion maneuver left. Yes. So You take it because you landed on it, not because you moved through it. If you had fully cleared the cloud, you wouldn't have. Right, and you roll for the ion. Okay. You don't get the action, but your crit does clear because you did an ion maneuver. So the 6 and the 5, no shots. It goes to the 4s. Seven sister, this is obstructed. So this is trick shot and can add shatter shot if the roll's good enough. And it sure is. Spend a force for shatter shot. Yeah, you still engage, but that's a May. I can't chime in on that. 4 big hits into a strained Boba Fett. Gets 1 evade. That's 3 into Boba, and that is half points. 4 points there. Sorry, a bit late, but if you just did an ion move, then shouldn't be. He didn't get a crit, just rolled a hit on the ion. So 1 ion. Not 2. 2 hits. Or sorry, 1 hit. And the evade from Boba. And now this Jingoist should be able to strain him again and do a nice little 3v1 shot. Range 0 from yellow here for nothing. But yeah, Vader landed on the cloud again. Rook will strain. Range 2 into the ISB. Calculates, and the Rook ability for 3 into the ISB. The ISB will take 1. And a whole 1 point for Andrew. And we go to 15 to 6. Oh, 0, no shot. So 15 to 6. Or sorry, 15 to 7, my bad. Thank you, Clone Red. Yes, but you remove ion tokens after executing the move. So ion move, then ion tokens from death. So chat is telling me something. I don't know if it's true or not, but I tend to trust them. So Vader's move, right? He executed an ion move, went over the cloud, rolled another ion. Since he executed the ion move, all his ion tokens would then go. So I don't believe he's ioned. If that's wrong, blame Nabi. He's from Australia. He has only one shirt. That's all the information I know about him. I think the really bad news here for Boba is if you drop the prox mine right now, nothing happens. Nabi also owns 90% of Australia's A-Wings. Nabi probably owns 85% of Australia's X-Wing ships. Him and Harry Nick just combined have all the Australian stock. The store championship for Nabi is just at his home. More bad news, Vader does indeed avoid the gas cloud as well. You are correct, sir. Nabi can't fly against A-Wings if he owns all the A-Wings. That's it. He's cornered the market on A-Wings. He's like playing that, what's the game? Catan. He's cornering the market on all one resource, and that resource is A-Wings. Don't rule 7, Nabi. Save the A-Wings. My other worry is that if Rook wants to bank in, he might take that prox mine. At this point, Andrew just might say, fuck it, and take the prox mine. We are going into turn 7. It is a 15 to 7 point lead. I still don't quite think Andrew is out of it, but time is running short. You need to get some kills. Lose all the iron toes. Fair enough. We all trusted you, Navi, for sure. Wazir, one forward. going to jam Boba Fett. That's a tractor token, but Rook is going to stop. Does Rook rotate? Probably. Yeah, I agree with Clone Red. It's time to get Rook involved. Yellow, 3 hard. I like the move. Yellow basically going for the block on Boba. That center is just so congested. Where can Seven Sister go? Seven Sister, 1 bank. That clips the cloud and bumps. This could be potentially disastrous. That's a strain. This is for the clouds. Ion. Safe on the bump. Now the Jingoist will go Ion straight. And we'll have to roll for the bump there as well. Never punished. Oh, Boba! Boba! No ion for Boba, but no shots. Vader bumps. Ah, Boba. Punished. Vader down to 1 and Boba can't shoot. I think the only shot is Rook cast. Vader no shot. Boba no shot. 7th no shot. Jingoist. Red Jingoist has a shot. The proxy. The proxy. You're right, clone. One crit into Boba. 2 rerolls on these 3 dice. Roll too many, we'll have to roll again. It's kind of like a free reroll. Gets it. Rook cast has Seven Sister obstructed range 2, so it would be 3 dice. Has red all alone, no mods except for Palp. Gonna take the shot into Seven Sister. 3v3. Lots of force. Two hits. And Palp. Just gonna use her force. Okay. Like an easy enough. We go back to dials. So now it's 16-8. They did start the timer. I don't know if XvT games are timed, but if they are, there's only 6.5 minutes left in this one. For anyone watching the AMG stream, have they used that defend or that interceptor lock ability? Have they explained that at all? Okay. Andrew Genn's not. Okay. Proxima Vader. Vader's gonna die. That's instant 4 points. Vader is dead. Takes 2 extra overkill. Andrew pulls within 4. Vizier ailerons to the left. Can coordinate red. Gives the focus to Seven Sister. And Viz sloops. Takes 1 damage and 2 more. And we'll take 2 calculates. All right, let's see these 4s. One hard for yellow. Ooh, not sure I love that. Boba Fett's a coming. Red 3 banks away. Seventh, just going straight. Boba Fett. Talon roll. Boba will remove the stress with Fenn Rau. Takes a red focus with Han. Boba Fett range 1 into yellow. 4v3 with a huge reroll. That is hit crit with 1 reroll. Oof. A full string of paint here. No, it's a blank. Yellow Jingoist, the first part. That is 1 extra point for Buddha. He needs to find 3 in this next shot. What is Seven Sister worth? Half of Seven Sisters only worth 2 because of the half point rules now.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Range 2 into 7th. Gonna take the strain. Not a good roll. 2 hits. Seventh evade. So this is going to be 3v2. Vizier into Rook. And can palp for 1. Rook natty evades. They each get a point. That is it. 17-14. Buddha unable to pull out the comeback. But keep in mind, he was down 9-1. So, I mean, the second half of this game, it was 13-8 for Buddha. That is... So, great game there. Let's pay out the bets. GG Buddha, GG Wookie.